Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hands it off. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly to run it back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Wants to throw again. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. So here comes the Auburn offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Throwing right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off,
it's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. To the air on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Creates a little space. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my...
Oh, he's got some space. Heading to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really nice looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense gets set for second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They boot it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Could you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Smarty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
He wants to take the top off. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Punt is on its way. He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's caught. It's Davidson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark, and you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Little. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. It's Little. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got it in the middle. It's Little. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 24 over New Mexico State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they're trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going right to work up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's McCutcheon. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they've regained the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. The give to the back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Simmons. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They just keep firing. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And as he throws, he's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Coming up, fourth down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
All right, fourth quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. A quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run, pick up the first down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some...
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that dagger thing.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game, and that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost this team.
And this defense, that is just what they need. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Firing toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that was hardly a thing of beauty, but somehow squeezed that thing into the bottom right corner. It all counts for 3. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. With the catch, it's Simon.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver. Playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D, all 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And wings it incomplete.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No. They get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He wants a big play here late. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Kane. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
So easier said than done. The defense knows you're passing the football. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. You've got to force the issue. It's really, really tough. Quarterbacks have to be smart. They have to be really, really accurate with the football. He wasn't there. Another big turnover.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back